In today's news, drug bust reported on ANEGADA. Second annual adult spell-off, District Edition, brought intense competition. The West End Ferry Terminal pre-qualification to be retendered, and a new deadline is set for August 31st. In addition to that, the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission are doing wonderful things on the international scene, representing the British Virgin Islands. Lions Club of Tortola sponsors senior field trip to ANEGADA on Joss Van Dyke. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man forget you.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top up or?
Hello everyone, it is Monday, August 21st, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Monday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. On Saturday, August 19th, 2023, reports reaching our newsroom stated that a drug bust took place on the sister island of ANEGADA. According to the reports, the bust occurred sometime after 5 p.m. on the runway of the August George Airport. In a statement, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force stated, and I quote, "A joint operation between U.S. authorities and the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force officers was conducted earlier today in ANEGADA. An airplane and significant amount of what is believed to be cocaine was seized in the operation. Investigations are active, therefore no information is available at this time. More to come on this report." Starting promptly at 7 p.m. at the Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium, Virgin Islanders gathered to rep their district for the second annual Adult Spell-Off Competition, District Edition. Now, representing each electoral district, 9 spellers competed in 3 categories: Common Everyday Words, VI Dialect Words, and BVI Signage. At the end of the 3 categories, 5 spellers entered a heated tiebreaker spell-off. Erica Creaky, Aisha Forbes, Nicoya Shetlan, and Glenda D'Souza, as well as Reeson Samberry. After an intense, challenging battle, it was Samberry who edged to victory, taking home the grand prize of $15,000 cash, a half-day sail with SKA charters, and a certificate to Driftwood Spa. D'Souza, who entered the competition just 3 days prior due to the last-minute change in district representation, captured second place, taking home $800 cash, a printed wall photo from Captured Photography, and a gift certificate from Original Virgin Canopy Tours. Third place was copped by Shetlan, who received $500 cash, a 42-inch Insignia Fire TV, and a gift voucher from Delish Desserts. The other participating spellers were Crystal Penn Hathaway, Brianna Henley, Dion Weber, and Jotaya Bolton. A key moment of the night was the selection of the school that receives all the proceeds from ticket sales. Winner Samberry chose by random draw Willard Wheatley Primary School, who will receive $2,700 donation. Next year's competition is set for August 17, 2024. The territory was under flash flood watch until 12 noon today as Tropical Storm Franklin approached from the south. The storm, which is being monitored by the National Hurricane Center for possible cyclone development, brought heavy rain and gust winds to the islands. According to the Department of Disaster Management, rainfall accumulation could have totaled between 10 and 38 millimeters or 0.40 to 1.75 inches, which could have caused flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Residents and visitors were advised to exercise caution and avoid driving or walking through flood waters. A flash flood watch meant that conditions were favorable for flooding, but it did not mean flooding would occur. Thankfully, up to the end of the flood watch, there were no reports of significant flooding in the BVI. However, other parts of the Caribbean were not too lucky. Tropical storm Franklin churned through the Caribbean Sea on Monday as authorities in Haiti and the Dominican Republic warned residents to prepare for floods and landslides. Now, viewers, the storm was expected to strengthen and could become a hurricane within 5 days. The National Hurricane Center's 11 a.m. Monday advisory reported that Tropical Storm Franklin was 240 miles south of Santo Domingo and 280 miles southwest of San Juan, Puerto Rico, moving west-northwest at 14 miles per hour within maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour. Now, the storm was forecasted to reach Hispaniola later today and then move over to Cuba on Tuesday. The most recent weather forecast from the Department of Disaster Management was cloudy with occasional showers mixed with lighter rain. Some showers could have been moderate to heavy, and there was a 60% chance of thunderstorms. The sentencing hearings for Olivine and Kadeem Maynard, who both pleaded guilty to being part of a cocaine trafficking conspiracy with former Premier Andrew Foy, have been postponed by Judge Kathleen Williams. The hearings were originally scheduled for Monday, August 21st, but were pushed back to a later date that has not been announced as yet. The reason for the delay was not disclosed. Olivine Maynard, 61, former managing director of the BVI Ports Authority, and her son, Kadeem Maynard, 32, both admitted to one count of conspiracy to import cocaine at federal court in Miami in June. As part of their plea agreements, Olivine and Kadeem Maynard promised, and I quote, to cooperate fully with the U.S. authorities and provide, again, quote, truthful information about their co-conspirators. They also agreed to forfeit any assets or proceeds derived from their criminal activities. They each face a mandatory minimum of 10 years in prison unless the judge determines they are safety valve eligible, which simply means they meet certain criteria that allow for a lower sentence. Meanwhile, Foy has pleaded not guilty to the charges and is awaiting trial. Contractors now have until August 31st to submit bids to participate in the pre-qualification process for the construction of the new West End Ferry Terminal. This project is being financed by the government of the Virgin Islands through the CDB Rehabilitation and Reconstruction Loan. Take a look at this report. The Virgin Islands Recovery and Development Agency published the initial request for pre-qualification on its website, bvirecovery.vg, and on the Government of the Virgin Islands website at bvi.gov.vg, along with RDA social media platforms. 9 firms, inclusive of joint ventures, responded to the opportunity by the 9th June 2023 deadline. The submissions were then evaluated and shared with the Caribbean Development Bank for their no objection. RDA's Director of Procurement, John Primo, stated, and I quote, each submission was examined individually to confirm compliance with the requirements of the pre-qualification document issued. Mr. Primo continued, initial completeness checks were done on the documents of each firm to confirm whether the request forms and supporting documents have been duly completed and submitted. As a result of this evaluation, it was determined that none of the submissions fully met the requirements of the pre-qualification notice nor submitted fully responsive pre-qualification documents. The specific areas that were cited as non-conforming to the West End Ferry Terminal's pre-qualification requirements included non-submission of balance sheets for all the requested years, inclusion of registration documents, example trade license, incomplete forms with blank or missing information, hence the general and specific expectations could not be determined, association or joint ventures with firms which are not registered in eligible member countries, joint venture members did not possess the requisite qualifications and experience, some firms did not meet the cash flow requirements, insufficient experiences with regards to construction of quarry walls, pile foundation works in marine conditions, revetment, construction, reclamation works. After thorough assessment, the RDA revised the requirements with CDB's approval to ensure a successful procurement process that safeguards the integrity of the technical requirements and to ensure construction works are not compromised. It is important to note that the experience and qualification of subcontractors are not taken into consideration during the pre-qualification process. The joint venture partners, however, must meet the requirements, combined or separately. The Virgin Islands Recovery Development Agency, in its remit to build BVI stronger, smarter, greener, and better, has been tasked to implement several projects and programs across the territory in key sectors and measured by outcome statements identified by the Recovery to Development Plan. The construction of the West End Ferry Terminal project is being implemented in line with the resilient infrastructure sector and is guided by the outcome statement, improved climate resilience, and socially inclusive infrastructure and institutions in the transport, water and sewage governance, education, and national security sectors within the Virgin Islands. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Looks like Johnny's ex-girlfriend finally found my car.
You've got CG. You're fine. I'll never forget the year those monkeys stole my car. They drove it over a cliff, burned the seats, and carved the words pineapple banana smoothie into all the doors. And that was after they used it for the bank heist. I don't blame them. It's their favorite smoothie, and I refuse to share the recipe.
No deductible for theft, malicious damage, and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Viewers, welcome back and thank you so much for sticking with us. The growth of the HLSCC Stout Community College continues on an upward trajectory, with one of the largest turnouts recorded for orientation ahead of the 2023 fall semester. The college confirmed in a media release on Thursday that it recorded the highest number of duly enrolled students this semester. According to the college, duly enrolled student refers to high school students who are taking high school and college courses simultaneously. They said, and I quote, a total of 70 high school seniors from the Elmore Stout High School, Brigado Flax Educational Center, and Siboney School of Excellence joined other college freshmen at the orientation session held on July 14th. The high numbers resulted in the college experiencing a large turnout during their orientation on Monday for new students ahead of the semester. They said, and I quote, faculty, staff, and volunteers welcomed new students with branded giveaways as they arrived on campus. Short, informative sessions were held, as well as tours of the campus facilities, including classrooms, labs, and recreational areas. There was also a complimentary buffet and an exhibition volleyball game in the afternoon. Now, viewers, the numbers are expected to increase as registration for returning students is ongoing until August 25th, 2023, as well as the anticipation of a large number of returning students who are yet to register for classes this fall. Classes at the HLSCC Stout Community College begin at the college on August 28, 2023. The British Virgin Islands Tourist Board and Film Commission is making powerful impacts at the Virtual Travel Week taking place from the 12th to 18th of August in the vibrant city of Las Vegas, Nevada. Building upon the success of last year's participation, the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission delegation is strengthening the relationships with travel advisors while providing updates on the destination, sharing insights, and propelling the BVI's thriving tourism industry. Take a look at this report. Virtucio is the leading global network of luxury travel advisors who work with top destinations and a vetted portfolio of the best travel brands globally. Travelers who work with Virtucio Advisor tap into a world of in-the-know expertise, unbelievable travel perks, support throughout their travels, and most importantly, warmer welcomes, deeper connections, and superior experiences in the places they visit. Led by the Business Development Director of Tourism, Perla George, the BVI Tourist Board delegation comprised of key individuals who have expertise and dedication and play a vital role in promoting the British Virgin Islands as a premier travel destination. Joining Ms. George are International Marketing Manager Odelcia Hanley and Regional Business Development Managers Safrika O'Neill, Mid-Atlantic, and Shonda Maduro, Northwest. This year's participation promises to be highly productive, with a robust schedule of approximately 200 meetings and appointments, meticulously arranged by the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission team. Team members Safrika O'Neill, Shonda Maduro, Perla George, and Odelcia Hanley are engaging in meaningful discussions with travel advisors, tour operators, and media representatives, further solidifying the BVI's status as a top-tier travel destination. In addition to the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission's team's attendance, the delegation is joined by some of its tourism and industry partners who are also Virtucio's preferred and attending the event. These parties include Virgin Limited, Necker Island and Mosquito Island, Rosewood Little Dix Bay, The Moorings, Guana Island. The BVI Tourist Board delegations present at Virtucio Travel Week serves as a testament to the enduring commitment of the British Virgin Islands to its global travel partners by actively engaging with top luxury travel professionals and providers from across the globe. The BVI aims to spotlight its exceptional, safe, and captivating offerings while fostering valuable connections that drive business growth. Director of Tourism, Mr. Clive McCoy, stated, and I quote, "As we navigate through the dynamic landscape of the travel industry, our engagement at Virtucio Travel Week is a pivotal opportunity to showcase BVI's authentic attractions and our valued industry partners. We remain committed to driving economic growth and showcasing the unique experiences the BVI has to offer." And up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer in line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, Sonny.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top-Up Turn-Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top-Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
That's out. That's 6. That's out.
With great service and fast claims response, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
Looks like Johnny's ex-girlfriend finally found my car.
You've got CG. You're fine. I'll never forget the year those monkeys stole my car. They drove it over a cliff, burned the seats, and carved the words pineapple banana smoothie into all the doors. And that was after they used it for the bank heist. I don't blame them. It's their favorite smoothie. and I refuse to share the recipe.
No deductible for theft, malicious damage, and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The contestants of the Miss Universe BVI pageant 2023 visited our studios last week, just days before they took the stage. At the time, they sat with our Jocko Wooding and put their best forward to answer a series of questions, many of which were a test of their wit, knowledge, and how in tune the contestants were with global issues. Of course, this is an area which is often highlighted within the Miss Universe competition. Here's what they had to say when asked to highlight issues in need of dire attention.
Now, what would you say, of course, as a young woman yourself, what are some of the challenges that you see facing yourself or you see facing other young women in the territory, and in what ways would you like to see those addressed?
I would say peer pressure, especially in the high schools. I feel that young women and men are being pressured to fit into a certain group, especially if they're entering a school where they aren't aware of people or have friendships, and they tend to do things that they think is right just to feel more inclusive or more involved, and it leads to them feeling a source of low self-esteem or no confidence. And I feel that we should create a safe space for those people to feel as if they're capable of achieving a lot, because I personally face stuff like that, and I must say that I got out by just living and being appreciated for who I am, and realizing that there are many people in the world that can accept me for who I am. So I would say creating a safe place for these teens to feel more confident or more safe to accept who they are and be able to do things like what I'm doing right now.
So I guess this would tie into my platform, which is mental health. I think that not only young women, but young men and even older people, we all experience mental health issues. I think especially for younger women, growing up with the world of social media, it can be really easy to doubt yourself and to judge others, which creates this vicious cycle. So I think that is probably one of the biggest issues that we see and we face, but there's lots of solutions to fix that.
There's a lot of issues globally, regionally, and even locally. And so for me, I would use or utilize my platform to bring awareness in two aspects mainly, which would be environmental, in terms of the climate change and the effects it has on the BVI and internationally, along with mental health. So it's kind of two completely different aspects, but I think they're both so important in carrying on just living for the generations to come, because this is our planet and we have to take care of it for future generations. And in the same vein, we have to take care of ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally for the future generations as well. So if I were to win this crown, those are the platforms that those are the aspects that I will utilize the platform for.
A huge global issue that I would like to have solutions for would be the climate crisis. Without our environment, we have nothing. So the way that I would go about that would be to continue spreading awareness, to implement strict rules and regulations that every industry has to abide to, so that we are all actively making efforts, so that we're all aware of what's going on and how we can help and bring us all together as a community.
I think one of the biggest issues that we as a human race face is climate change and the climate crisis. If we just look at the recent disasters that happened in Hawaii, I think the global warming has contributed to such a crisis. And for me, I would like to see such a issue tackled by the way we choose to live, because there are other avenues to generate electricity to survive in this world, such as alternative energy. I think that needs to be one of the #1 aspects internationally, because fossil fuel is one of the biggest contributors to global warming. And so I think aspects of alternative energy, countries and governments investing in that aspect can make a big change, because we've seen it, when the world was shut down for COVID, the skies were a lot bluer, everything was a lot greener.
The animals were reproducing.
Right, so I think that is one of the aspects that I think we definitely need to look into, because it will help the environment in the long run.
On July 24th and 25th, 2023, in keeping with its 2023-2024 theme, Serving Our Legacy, Shaping Our Future, the Lions Club of Tortola and other community partners participated in the Department of Social Development's Senior Citizens Engagement Program by sponsoring 2 fun-day trips to ANEGADA and Jost Van Dyke for seniors on Tortola. A number of 115 persons participated in the day's activities, which included fellowshipping for lunch, boat rides to and from, and a tour of the respective islands, swimming, as well as playing games. Now, on July 24th, 2023, seniors from the eastern end of the island went to ANEGADA, and on July 25th, those from the western end visited Jost Van Dyke. These were 2 exciting days filled with singing, laughter, and togetherness as the groups enjoyed a well-deserved excursion. The seniors were accompanied by their respective program coordinators and members of the Lions Club. Line President Daffodil Sampson said, and I quote, "The Lions Club was happy to facilitate the events, as one of its missions for this Lionistic year is to help improve services to the elderly in the BVI community. Our seniors," she said, "have laid an incredible foundation which the entire territory very much enjoys today. As such, our goal for the Lionistic year is to continue to make a meaningful difference in the lives of those we serve. We are very pleased with the impact of this initiative and plan to facilitate similar programs to help engage and enrich our seniors in honor of their contributions." Now, the 2 events were coordinated by Project Chairman Lion Carvin Malone, who has been a champion for the elderly community, who he calls our golden gems, for many years, and he has actively sought activities and programs to benefit and engage their seniors. The Lions Club of Tortola said, "We would like to thank our partners who assisted with facilitating this wonderful initiative, such as Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Wheatley, the Honorable Vincent Wheatley, Mr. Lesmore Smith, Neville Smith, Seniors Program Coordinators, and Lion Carvin Malone for their generosity and assisting in facilitating this wonderful initiative." Now, viewers, the Lions Club of Tortola has been serving the local community for more than 50 years. Meetings are held on the 2nd Tuesday of every month at the BVI Finance Conference Room at the Cutlass Tower in Road Town. For more information or to get in contact or involved with the Lions Club, you can do so by messaging them at tortolalions@gmail.com or on their Facebook page. Viewers, that is it for today's News Roundup. I want to thank you so much for following us. Be sure to continue to follow us for more updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again later. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Monday. Goodbye.